folks. Today is August 10th, which means just one more day to go for the 33rd, the conclusion of the 33rd Summer Olympic Games in Paris. There is some more unfinished business for a few sports persons, and it will conclude with the closing ceremony tomorrow evening at the Stade de France, which held a lot of almost all of the athletics event except the marathon. For in India in particular, we are still waiting for the decision on the CAS decision on Vinesh, whether she will be given a silver medal or not, or what will be the decision itself. We'll come to know maybe in about a couple of hours' time. And but Sabha, one thing is very clear. Again, it's been a very disappointing Olympics for India. As of now, only 6 medals, whereas if you look at the medal tally, China has taken a 3 gold medal lead against USA, which says a lot about China's actually progress in the last 10-15 years, and USA is dropping to the second position. But we will talk about India at the Olympics, and this year it's been extremely disappointing.
Yes, to some extent, I do agree with you, Vishy, that the Indian overall show has been very disappointing. But I still find there is some silver lining in that disappointment, especially that the mentality has changed a bit towards competing. We used to come and participate and be an Olympian, but somehow this year I could see there has been some kind of urgency in their approach to these games, and that is going to be a good sign for us. In fact, yesterday I was talking to the past Olympian, Ms. Soma Biswas from Bengal. She told me that actually she also feels that the setup is improving, our approach to the sport is improving, we are looking for medals, and we are trying to train our athletes in winning medals. So she said, when I used to play for India in Olympics, we used to go there to participate, but now I said that we are coming here to win medals. So in every discipline, in every sphere, we are actually looking for medals.
Sabha, you have been following archery for many years. What's ailing archery? Again, Deepika Kumari, it's been 12 years she has been taking part in the Olympics, and again, it's disappointment is not the word. Actually, it's she's just not able to lift a game when the Olympics arrives.
Is this? I think this is our 4th Olympics.
Okay, 4th Olympics. Yeah, right. Yeah, 2012.
London Olympics,
16
Rio
Olympics,
and
Olympics,
Tokyo Olympics.
Right.
So this is the 4th Olympics, and 4th Olympics, if a person is not able to do anything for Olympics, that means she is simply not good enough to be the Olympic standards. We better understand that. Okay, 4 Olympics is too much. We are talking about excuses for we don't have experience. We have got far. We don't have international experience. She had everything. She has done a lot good results she provided to India in World Cups where the top nations don't participate. When people come to Olympics, they come with their best team. And India always feels its best team in all the tournaments. So what happens? People get exposed to it. These are the days of technology. People film you. They see how you move, on what basis you move, what is the point where you get actually your facial expression changes. Everything is completely being recorded and analyzed, and they are there. Archers are fed into all this before each match. That kind of a situation, we just cannot depend on only the human eye and the human background, human mind only. We need to bring in technology, especially in the precision sports. Okay. Now regarding archery got a really good. I still feel that archery has got a very great future to win a medal. It's just like shooting. Indian shooting needed one breakthrough that came in 2004. Then it has started happening in every games. Archery needs one breakthrough. We could actually won a bronze medal this time, but somehow we missed it. Coming up to the bronze medal position itself was a great improvement of Indian archery. Get my point? And with Deepika losing in quarterfinals is fine, but point is that the mixed team came to the top 4. That means that we are there. We need a bit of luck and a little bit of more focus on the subject. We can probably get it next time. So one has to move that way.
Yesterday evening, we attended a function hosted by the Generals, JSW, and we were going to athletic sport. I was just telling that probably probably 2 or 3 more medals in athletics, but he was very categorical in saying that he didn't expect any medal other than from Neeraj Chopra. And of course, Chopra went on to win the silver medal, back-to-back medals. Tokyo with gold and US with a fantastic achievement. Again, athletics, some or the other. Adil Sumariwala at a function in Bombay, he said we'll have to only look at the progress they make, not necessarily the medals.
Yes. No, actually, India started believing in the process. It's very important. Process is very important, and the process has started. I hear that the government has spent almost nearly 500 crores in preparing the different teams for the Olympics. I mean, this is huge money. We could never think of this money 10 years back. Maybe I think that the movement started from 2012 only. So whoever was there before that, and the last 4 years happened, and I think this will, if it continues, the present government has been really encouraging, giving a lot of encouragement by supporting the teams in different manners, getting in foreign coaches and know-hows and things like that, technological support. But the point is how much our children our sports person can take them. That's very important. The basic education, in most of the cases, the basic education of the sports person is doubtful. They don't have. In such a scenario, how do you educate them? So we'll have to find a new method, because every country has its own problems. We also have our own problems. I won't say that India, there are countries without education also they have done very well in Olympics. But we have to find a way. There needs to be dedicated set of people who have to do this. So I hope all this will come into picture soon.
Shaba, shooting rifle and pistol 3 years ago, the 2020 Tokyo was held in 2021. They drew a blank, according to Anjali Bhagwat. That was the strongest ever team, and they came back, it was a blank actually. But this time, Manu Bakar changed all that, winning 2 bronze medals, and Swapnil Kusale, was a surprise packet. But shooting can, a little more focus required there, and maybe they will deliver a lot more, isn't it, in every Olympics?
Actually, if you see that shooting, we had people of high caliber people to go for gold. But the point is that the mental aspect it seems to be a little suspect. Because shooting sport like archery and other the precision sport, where actually mental support is important. You are not fighting against your opponent, you are fighting against yourself. Actually, the target is in front of you. You have got to shoot the point where you are going to gain. Now you are looking at the fellow how much is shooting is going to bring you down. So the point remains is that at the end of the day, your target, your control, you have got a gun to shoot, or a pistol to shoot, or a rifle to shoot. So the target is in front of you. I mean, the point is that if you focus on your work, I think you don't have to worry about the others' work. Then I think there's a chance. The moment you look into the other target and how much is shooting, how much I need to score now, then the problem starts, because then you are putting yourself under pressure. But it doesn't happen that way. Some people are blessed with that fact that they can take the pressure as well as shoot well. So with that kind of people we don't have. So, well, but the main point in shooting is that we see people start believing that they can deliver at the highest level. It's not in other sport. This is very important. People have started believing what they can do. I mean, we need to bring in this belief in every discipline so that we can excel en masse.
Sabha, I'm not going to touch upon a number of sports where we were just, nothing to show for, shout about. But boxing, men and women, both. A lot of people said, they had the potential, capacity, the wherewithal they had to deliver at least 1 or 2 medals, isn't it, in both in men and women sections.
Boxing was really disappointing this time. You see, the simple reason is that we haven't winning. We started first medal we won it in 2008 in Beijing through Vijayendra Singh, right? And then we got in 2012 we got America winning 1 bronze medal. So this year our teams have gone, our boxers have gone home empty-handed. So I think somewhere something is not right, and I think the management, boxing management in the country should put the pressure back on the pugilists and make them work hard. They have to, in some sports actually officials will have to get into to the level of the athlete where they can come here and personally push them around. It's just not the system which can help. It has to be in other ways. The officials, the coaches, the foreign coach, everybody has to be together to click. Like I'll tell you, what happened to the hockey is this best aspect of hockey success is that because everybody came together and clicked together. So that is not happening in some sport, like especially in boxing now. The president thinks one, the other people are thinking differently, the coaches are thinking differently. Still, if you go to the boxing nationals, if you see, the coaches are still training them in the old-fashioned, about 20, 30 years back, what they're doing. Yes, I'm going to hit like this, hit like that. The things have changed. Now, everything is being shown on a videograph. And a video screen that shows that how the hand moves, how the punch is delivered, what is the punch. These are the things are told to children like that, so that they can learn quicker. And now it's time for them. India should not go back to the old days. People who have done it, not for experience, but we need to create much youngsters, teenagers who can take this sports forward.
Sabha, another thing is the last 10 years, none of the federation they have complained, or the sports person they have not complained about not getting adequate support from the government, the Sports Authority of India, even the private entrepreneurs and all. What else can be done now? It's I think the government will still contribute a lot in terms of finance and other ways, but the national federation, they have to buck up, isn't it? They have to show a lot of dynamism to lift the sports profile in almost every sport in the country, isn't it?
Yes. Indian sport has actually not all sports can match to the world's standards or the Olympic standards. So in certain sports we are good we are almost at par with the Olympic standard, and we need to focus on them first. So then the success starts coming. Once the success starts coming from in one or few disciplines, then the rest of disciplines can back up. The people out there. So every official, everybody wants to have an Olympic champion amongst them. There's no doubt. Everybody wants it. Even the media wants that we need to have more Olympians. That's how when you go out on a day, people ask you how many Olympic champions we have. We don't have one. We have one. Until last time we had one. Now we don't have one. Understand the point?
Yeah.
Now we have only second place person, not first place person. So the point is now. So to make that, we need to have more avenues opening, more discipline ready to come for with that the performances. So for that, the officials have a large role to play, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So looking at the overall picture, I think finally, it was a ding-dong battle between USA and China for the first position, but looks like China will finish the games with the maximum number of gold medals. As of now, they are 36, as we speak now, and USA 33. So looks like China will finish off with the
what is
position.
surprising about this rise of Chinese? They don't have a single foreign coach. Even if they have a foreign coach, he doesn't come to competing point. He is kept in at home on India, in China only. Everybody is led by a Chinese coach. So this is a big lesson for India to learn. Why don't we have a good teachers? Why don't we have a good coaches? Why not we focus on that? Coaching is more important. Send the Indian coaches to abroad. Get them the training. You prepare them for international standard. Instead of sending people, athletes, it's much less costly to send a coach to train them. One good coach can train 10 good coaches in India. So but fortunately, we only think that the only foreign coaches can deliver. The language, the food habits, the Indian coach understands better. So I think for a change, we should look for this angle.
Yeah, finish off with the men's hockey. Tokyo bronze medal, again bronze medal here, and some cheer for the hockey fans in the country. But from 1976, when it turned asterisk of hockey, it's been now 48 years now. We did win the gold at Moscow, but we have to start winning the gold, isn't it now?
1976, the AstroTurf came, and you know who was the Indian Hockey Federation chief? Mr. M.M. Ramasamy.
Yeah.
He never bothered to know what exactly this is going to cost to our Indian hockey or Pakistan hockey, because these two countries always played on the
Natural grass.
natural grass, and they showed that natural talent of the dribbling ability of the Indian players and Pakistani players. Now, without thinking about all this, we accepted the Europeans' version of turf, and today we are not able to stand, but we are trying to stand. The point remains that back-to-back bronze medals, it's been so much of consistency the team is showing. You have to accept that. The team has shown so much of consistency that the team came back and still won a bronze medal. For 8 years, India has been winning bronze medal. That means what? That means that the team is on the right track. We need to have, after seeing those matches against Germany in the semi-finals, there one or two players looked world class in the Indian team. The rest were not up to the mark. So we need to have at least half a dozen to 8 players to control a match. See, look at the way Germans played. They were controlling the match. They were controlling the match in such a fashion that India didn't know. India were attacking more. But actually the match was under control of German. Indian could break through into the striking circle. The point is that's how they played these days. They had come prepared. They knew each other. They knew how to shut up or only drag flicker, because the other fellow was suspended for the match, Amit Rohidas. So we had only one drag flicker, and that is Harmanpreet Singh, and he was completely bottled that day. Out of 10 or 9 or 8 penalty corners, he succeeded on only, he couldn't touch anything. So the point, that's how it's prepared. So it's also off the field planning is very important in hockey.
The next Olympics is going to be in Los Angeles. But half an hour ago, attended a press conference, and this Los Angeles, they have included cricket only because of, as the chairman and CEO of the Los Angeles 28, Cassie Wasserman, said that 1 billion people follow cricket, and was so delighted to say that actually. And I'm sure there will be one medal, at least we can say now, that India will win. We don't know about the color, but surely there will be a medal for India at Los Angeles.
But it could be even a South Asian sweep also.
Yeah, that's it.
You never know. So the point is, it's a welcome move from our Indian point of view that next Olympic Games is going to have a T20 cricket. And I'm sure as it is, T20 cricket is catching up very fast in the world. And our BCCI will be delighted to know that T20 cricket will be at Los Angeles, and there's going to be a heavy pressure on the Indians will be flooding those places, both media as well as the spectators. So as you said, we can really hope for a medal there.
Yeah. For both of us, it's been the first Olympics. We have been doing all other sports, cricket mainly. I have enjoyed my first Olympics here, especially the 100 meters final with American Noah Lyles winning with the photo finish. Then also seeing the javelin throw final, it's absolutely remarkable throw by Pakistan, Ashraf Nadeem, and a number of other events, the relay events, always exciting. Some of this Paris 2024 Summer Games.
Well, this is my first Olympics after having spent about 44 years in sport journalism, but I really thoroughly enjoyed the competition, the way it has been conducted. The conduct of each event is with the international federations, it's not with the Olympic associations. So everything was clock-like precision, on time, everything was going on, and even the rain was there, the activities went on, one can't complain about it. So I think to achieve this kind of perfection, Indians need to work a little more, very hard.
Yeah. In a few days' time, Sabha will be going to Calcutta, I will be going to Mumbai, and when we get back home, we'll get you more perspectives on all sports, Olympic sports, but maybe much more on cricket. And that will be starting with the India-Bangladesh series if it happens, followed by India-New Zealand. And also later in the year, India versus Australia in Australia. Hope you all enjoyed the Olympics.
Thank you.